my name is HAPruitt, and I'm the author of Anelthalien. Anelthalien is a fantasy series, and I also have the second book out right now, Earthquaking. And in this video, I want to tell you how to do a book trailer for free. I made my book trailer for Earthquaking for very little money, like just money for the drive time of driving to different locations, just like $2 or something, because we have a Prius. So I want to make this video to help you if you want to make a book trailer for very little money or for free. So here are my tips. First, dream big. Imagine what you would want your video to be if money was not a concern, if resources were not a concern. Just think about the different scenes in your book that you would really want to show and really want to highlight, and just make a dream trailer. In this stage is where you want to think about your blurb. If you already have your blurb written or your synopsis written, think about what is in your blurb and what you want to convey through video. It doesn't have to be as literal, like, you know, you have the main problem and the stakes and a few main setting and character details. Like, you don't have to be that literal, but you want to give a sense of the stakes, a sense of who the main character is, a sense of the details. And I did that with mine. I made the trailer first, and then I went back and looked through my trailer and saw, oh, I wanted to highlight these things, and that helped me a lot to write my blurb. And so you can do it either way. Use your trailer to help you write your blurb, or use your blurb to help you create your trailer and think through what you really want to show. Because showing a bunch of clips that are really cool, a bunch of images that are really cool all in order, a lot of people like to do that. That's cool, but it doesn't give people a sense of what your story is about, and that's what you want your trailer to do. You want it to give people a sense of what your book is about, and you want it to be really cool secondarily. So first, dream big and think about what you really need to show people. Make a plan without any limits. And then your next step, to make it free, this is the important step. You want to think about how you could possibly create those scenes. Kind of write down your scenes that you want, and then think, you know, maybe dreaming big, you want this incredible song, this musical score with these incredible actors. You can't really get that. So do you have anybody in your life who could possibly pose as one of those actors? Is there free music on YouTube that you could find that could kind of get close to that music? There's a lot of epic cinematic music that you can use for free. When using music, make sure that you look in the description and it says that you can use the music as long as you just cite it. Some music will say you can't use it for profit, and just skip that. That means you would have to pay them if you use their music. Because you're using it for profit if you're advertising your book, because your book is for your own profit. So make sure you use music that's actually copyright free, and you can use it as long as you just cite your source. I have my trailer, the link in the description below, and if you look in the description of the trailer, you'll see I did cite my source for the music I used. Everything else I made on my own, and that's what you want to do in this second stage of creation. You want to make sure that this vision of your trailer, you think through every possibility. Like in my trailer, I talked about the making of my trailer in another video, and I'll put that link below too. So my trailer is in the description below, and the making of my trailer is in the description below. And I'll just talk about, and in that I talk about all the different ways I did make my trailer for very little money. My dress was some curtains and some old fabric. My actors were me and my husband. We got to dress him up a lot to make him look not like he is. Just the different, think about in this part of creation, think about, is there an angle I can use far enough away from behind somebody so it looks like there's somebody else? Think about angles. Think about, let me see what I wrote down. Think about a camera angle or a certain lighting that can trick the eye. Do you have friends or family who could be actors or voice actors? Do you have anything to mimic a costume enough that it works? Probably my greatest thing I pulled off in my trailer was the costume. It was old fabric, curtains, and my wedding dress that didn't fit anymore. And it doesn't look like any of that at all in the trailer. So do watch it in the description below. Click that link and watch it. But think about, is there any possible way I can create this rather than go and buy it? Because it's really tempting to go and buy video stock, to go and buy music, to go and buy the things you want. Even, what is that called? Sound effects. Even sound effects are tempting to go and buy, but you have to pay for those. And I mean, you can make things. Ask if you have any theater friends, ask them if they know how to make sound effects. If you have any friends, ask them if they can pose as your actors or actresses for you. Think through all the different options you could possibly do to not pay any money for your trailer. And even get a tripod that costs very little that could hold your camera steady for you while you take different shots. That may cost a little, but again, it's a lot less than you having to pay someone to do cool camera shots for you or something like that. So next, after you think through all the different ways you can possibly create your trailer, and I mean, you can pull off a lot if you just think through all the options. Look on YouTube and see, how do I do this? And maybe you can watch a video and then recreate it yourself so you don't have to pay for it. Once you've got that, once you've got your plan of what you want to do and how you think you can pull it off, execute it. My trailer, I put it out in July, and I started thinking about it kind of the summer before that. And so it was about a year in the making, and that gave me plenty of opportunities. I had my little list of things I knew I wanted in my trailer, and so every opportunity that came up, I could go and try to take a video clip. I knew I wanted like stormy scene, and so every time it stormed throughout the year, I had that opportunity to stand in the rain, you know, and get the sound of the rain or the sound of the thunder, to go out and get the picture of, or get the video clip of the clouds. Throughout the fall, I had the opportunities to get the golden leaves I wanted, you know, just be looking around everywhere. Give yourself enough time, enough leeway that you have those opportunities. You have those moments where you can say, now is a good time to go film this particular scene. Because most of the scenes in my trailer I had to film at a specific time when the weather was perfectly in this way. And the sound effects too, like I said, I stood in the rain, I stood in the beginning of the thunderstorms, I stood in the morning air to get the tree frogs croaking for some of it. So give yourself plenty of opportunity to execute your plan, and keep it in mind so you do remember to take those opportunities. And then composing your video is probably the trickiest thing because you want to get it just right. And so these are a couple tips about composing your video. Think about the sound effects, the music, the length of your video, the pace, the opening and the ending, the transitions, and how you put it all together. For the video editor, use a video editor that fits your needs. I just used the one on my phone. I have a Galaxy Note, and it was good enough for me to use and make a good video. It lets you put in transitions and filters and things like that. Also think about filters when you're filming it. Can I use a filter over this to make it look a little bit more cool and change it up so you can't quite tell the mistakes that are in it? And so use a video editor that meets your needs. I didn't pay for mine, it was just on my phone. And you don't have to pay for a fancy video editor to make a decent video. To make a good video. The pace of your video. If the images flash by too slowly, you're going to lose interest, but if it's too fast, it's confusing, especially with text. Just like in writing, the shorter sentences make an impact really hard and like get the energy up and level up. But if it's just too much, like image, if you go with images instead of video clips, it's just too much and people can't understand what's going on. It becomes confusing. But if your video clips or your images are too long, then people will lose interest. Just like long sentences can be beautiful and wonderful, but if you use too many, it just gets like overwhelming and too much to read. So pace your video well. I think my video has kind of a mix. It starts off longer with me talking in the background, and then it has those quick clips of video that just like kind of get your energy up and get you excited for it. Have a good mix of those. The music, I once heard someone say that good movie music sets the tone and makes you feel the emotion that the creator wants you to feel, but the viewers shouldn't notice the music at all. Don't make it too loud, or that's all people will remember. I watch these reels on Instagram that have like 30, like half a second clip, half a second image blink past, and you don't even have time to process it. And all you end up remembering is the music. So many of you have put up, so many of my friends, like my author friends, have put up all these cool character reels. All I remember when it's done is the music, because the music's so loud on reels that you don't remember the visuals, you remember the music. And you don't want that. You want it when you watch your video, you're like, oh wait, did I put music with it? And then you go back, okay, I did put music with it because the visuals are so captivating and draw people in and tell people a story rather than the music. You want the music, like if this was writing, you would want the music to be a supporting scene, a supporting setting, and the visuals to be the main character. Sound effects, like I said, make your own. Think of any way you can make something. Like in my video, I went outside and I filmed the tree frogs for the night sounds. For the rushing wind, I just made it with my own mouth. For Ella's voice, you know, get people who can do different voices. For Ella's voice, I just do my own voice because I very much like to do her voice. Think about if you can do anything like that just to change up the variety and do it for free. Then the length of your video. It should be 3 minutes maximum. A book trailer should not be extremely long. 1 to 2 minutes is ideal. You don't want it too long because it'll lose people's interest. You don't want it too short because people won't know what it is if you don't give them enough. Just like your blurb. You want to give them just enough but not too much. Capture interest, hold interest, tell them what it's about, and then leave them hanging so they want more. And then the opening and ending. Make sure you clearly state in the ending that you're selling a book and you want people to buy this book. This trailer was about this book, and if this trailer was interesting, buy this book. You want to make it so clear, and also tell where to buy it. Like mine says, Anelthalien is available on Amazon, BarnesandNoble.com, and other online distributors, and Earthquaking is available on Amazon in paperback and ebook form. You want to make it so clear that this wasn't just a cool video. This is advertising that you need to read this book because it's cool, because it's awesome, because it's whatever it is. Please do buy Anelthalien and Earthquaking. There's my call to action. You want a call to action on the end of your video. And also the words. If you go with having text on the screen of your book trailer, you want to make sure people have enough time to read it. My grandpa worked in the movie theaters like when they were like brand new, and if they ever had text on the screen, he would say you as the one who's showing it has to be able to read it 3 times fast, and that's long enough for your viewers. And so if you read it and it's like a second and you're like, okay, I read it just 1 time through and that's enough for everybody else, it won't be, because they're in this experience and they don't want to just scan it really quick. They want to be able to read it and feel the emotion with it. And so they're going to read it at a different pace than you, who's just making it and is like, okay, this is what it says. Read it 3 times through, and that should give everybody enough time to read it. I've watched too many trailers where the text flashes on the screen, and it's like so much text and just flashes on the screen. It just makes you frustrated because you're like, I don't know what that said. I don't know what this is about. You want to make your point clear, and to do that, you've got to give your viewers enough time to process what they're seeing, whether it be video clips, whether it be image clips, or whether it be text. You've got to give them enough time to process what they're seeing so they understand it. And my last tip is to keep all the original clips that you film so that you can make like mini trailers leading up to the release of your trailer. Just have kind of like little teaser trailers for your trailer. So, and afterward too, you can always use those for cool stuff. So those are my tips of how to make a free video. Please read the description to see my trailer. Please read the description and click on the link to see how I made my own trailer and get kind of more ideas of what to do. And also read the description in case I have more description of how to create a trailer for free. Please, if you have any questions, if you have any comments, please put them in the comments below. Please subscribe to my channel, and please, here's my call to action again, please do go and buy Anelthalien. It's a fantasy, a portal fantasy. People say it reminds them of Narnia, and the second book is Earthquaking, and it's even more awesome than the first book, if that's possible. So please do go buy those, and thank you very much for watching. Bye! If you want to know more about Anelthalien or HAPruitt, please follow me on Instagram at HAPruitt. You can find me on Amazon as an Amazon author, HAPruitt. Please watch my YouTube channel and all my cool videos on my channel, HAPruitt Anelthalien. You can find me on the Facebook page, HAPruitt Anelthalien. You can follow me on Goodreads by the name HAPruitt and the book Anelthalien, or you can go to my website where so much cool stuff about Anelthalien is. The website is HAPruitt.com. Okay. Hello, my name is HAPruitt. Okay. La 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 la.